Hi, this is my topic 5 video response. I chose to focus on rationalism and respond to that part of the prompt. Um, I think it's interesting that rationalism kind of makes psychology necessary in that it sees the mind as active instead of just passive. If the mind is only going to absorb what is thrown at it and doesn't have any traits of its own, then it's not really worth studying or very interesting, I would think. Um, I also thought it was interesting, of course, the way that rationalists bridged um, philosophy and psychology. Descartes and Kant were actually two people that were big focuses of my philosophy class when I took one. Um, so it's cool to see their names come up again. I hadn't realized how much Descartes had contributed in terms of scientific method, observation, and record keeping, as well as just the general assertion that you shouldn't believe something without being able to prove it mathematically or through observation. Um, I also thought, of course, Leibniz is identified as someone who brought medicine, science, and religion together. I personally struggled to understand some of his ontology. It was a little bit odd in some ways, I thought, but maybe it was just the way it was written. I thought he was interesting in that he introduced the concept or furthered it of perception and sensation, and I think it was interesting the way that he was able to pick up on something that sensation and perception people have been saying. That they talk about how we what sensory inputs we choose to emphasize and pay attention to, and how that affects our actions, our behaviors. Um, and then, yeah, of course, Kant was highly influential. I thought it was interesting the way that they all combined their moral beliefs with their scientific and philosophical assertions, and he was an example of that, definitely. So that's it for topic 5. Thank you.